Africa, Shabnim Ismail is the talk of world cricket. She's up to second in the ICC T20 international rankings, and she joins us now for this GSPORT global interview. Global superstar, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. Actually, very happy that the tour is over, but also happy to walk away with a lot of accolades and obviously making history. So just excited overall for my career. And then, yeah, just excited to be home as well.
When you look at the media every now and again and you see your name in it, like you have today, second in the world in the T20 international rankings, you know what it feels like to be at the top of your game. But what does this mean to you, considering how hard you've worked in a tough year?
Yeah, for me personally, it just shows that hard work obviously pays off. I mean, nobody actually sees how hard we really work behind the scenes. So to go out there and display the talent that we put in the net, when we're at home, when we're in the gyms, just to show that throughout the competition that we played now against India, and then to show it out in the middle. I mean, I just love it, walking onto the park and just obviously displaying the talent over there.
I want to go back to the Women's Big Bash League final, because that for me still remains the high point in your career. It takes a lot to go to Australia and do well, but to go and make history in either men's or women's cricket, that's big. And I think for years to come, we will go back to that. What does that mean for you, and what has that meant for your career over the past few months?
Yeah, for me personally, I always want to see myself as an idol, especially for the young ones, especially for the young lady cricketers all around the world. And for me, obviously, to make history in that sense, obviously going to the WBBL, where I haven't really made it in the past couple of years, and for me to make it in the final and obviously getting player of the match in the final, it's really big for me. And I mean, it's a huge accolade, so that's obviously something that I'll treasure forever. And then obviously, hopefully, not hopefully, I know that in the years to come, there's lots more accolades to get and obviously history to be made. I always tell myself that I want to be a legend of the game, and I don't only want to be remembered as Shabnim Ismail, but one of the legends of the game.
You are one of the legends, longest serving Momentum Proteas player alongside Trisha Chetty. You'll remember I met you when you were a teenager, when we were at the High Performance Center doing a media training session. But you are a legend, but there's an opportunity to build on this status. What are you hoping to build on? Because there's some amazing World Cup opportunities to grab a title or two.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we always, as a South African Protea woman, I mean, we always come to a semi-final, we're like, oh, I wish we should have made it. But I think now is the time for us to actually go out there and shine. I mean, it's not a skill. I think it's just basically it's mental for us just to go out there and just show the world actually what we're made of. And I speak for myself as well. Like, I've done it in the Big Bash, and I also want the ladies in South Africa to feel like what it feels like to actually go to a final, actually win it, and play competitive cricket.
When you look at your performances now against Pakistan, which I thought were fiery, I mean, you were really in your element. How much has that to do with the fact that you held a trophy in your hands, that you know what it feels like to be that champion athlete, and it was so fresh in your memory?
Yeah, it makes it really easy, because obviously now I know what it feels like to win a final, what it feels like to be a player of the match. So when these things happen, you know that, you know what, nothing is impossible. I always tell myself nothing's impossible. So whatever I do is, whenever I cross over that line, that boundary rope, I know that, you know what, I just change into beast mode. No matter what happens off the field, I just switch completely, where I don't even see fans around, I don't see cameras, I don't see anything. It's just me against the batter. That's just how I see it.
I was chatting to Andre Nell about you the other day. I tried to get hold of him, and I sent him a message, and I said, let's talk about Shabnim. And then he called me, so I was really chuffed. And he's so proud of you. And he said, you know, when he first saw you, you were just this tiny little person. And when he saw the way you approached the game, he was inspired. I mean, here you are, you're inspiring the person that inspired you to become the beast.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, I never really thought that you'd actually say that, or you'd actually say that. Because I mean, as a youngster growing up, I always looked up to him, this aggressive big bowler. Although I was never big, and I'm trying to be though, but it's not working. But I'm working on it. But I mean, yeah, it's really big for words like that to come out to Andre Nell's mouth, just motivates me more to obviously go out there and be better and better every day.
And also, I spoke about you being the longest serving Protea. I know that you're downplaying it, but I mean, what a journey it's been for you. From not having kit arrive, to not having sponsors, to now being sponsored, contracted. I mean, do you pinch yourself to realize that, I mean, this is where you are, having started off as a teenager in this team?
100%, because I mean myself, Trisha Chetty, and I think Mignon Dupree as well, another one that's been serving the country for very long. I think when we started off, we never really had contact. It was just for fun, but now it's actually your job to go out there and take wickets. I know that when that ball's in my hand, I'm getting paid to do what I need to do on the pitch. So it's really good to see. And I mean, like the youngsters, I mean, for us as women cricketers, to inspire them to know that, you know what, there is a future in women's cricket. Yes, it can get better, but I mean, from where we were to where we are now, it's a very huge difference. And I'm just hoping that for the young ones, for myself as well, leading towards maybe 2025 or 2026, I mean, there's a lot still more at stake for us, and especially for CSA Momentum on board, GSPORT especially. It's huge for us. I mean, we just want to take the game of cricket really forward.
I know you saw my tweet the other day, and I actually mean it. I want to see you in the 100. I think the conditions are going to be conducive to your type of bowling. I think just with the energy of coming from the WBBL, have there been any approaches? Are you hoping for some approaches for the 100?
Yeah, actually, I shouldn't be saying this, but I actually had someone approach me already about the 100, so I'm hoping to obviously get one foot in the door over there, and then obviously just take it from there. But I also say I don't like putting a lot of pressure on myself. I'm a firm believer of it's either you want me in your team or you don't want me in your team, because I believe that it's not my loss, it's your loss to not have me in the team, and that's just how I see myself.
And there's just such great opportunities in world cricket at the moment. I have to say hats off to the ICC and all the member boards, because suddenly there's a global family of women's cricketers that are developing. Who are some of the cricketers that you've drawn closer to in world cricket?
Yeah, I think the one that I'm really, really close to at the moment, I'll definitely say Rachel Haynes. Just the way that obviously it's a different match. You know South African cricket, then you get to know the Australians and how they go about their game. It's really skillful, and I'm not saying where we are as South Africans. I mean, there is a lot of improvement to be made, but I mean, Australian cricket, they are way ahead of us, but I mean, the gap is closing slowly and slowly. And I'm really happy to see that, South African women's cricket is moving in the right direction. And I firmly believe that when it comes to the next World Cup, we're definitely in the taking for the trophy.
Well, you took a very useful 5-wicket haul in the T20 series. It's the reason why you're currently right up there in international cricket. I mean, what was that like? Taking 5 wickets in the T20 is something special.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I took my first T20, I think it was in 2016 against India, and then obviously to redo that again with the career-best figures, it was really special for me. And I don't say it's really special, but I mean, it's special in the way that I played with a team that I really loved. Although there were some of the teammates like Dane and Chloe not there, but I mean, doing it with a team that you love, and you know that this team is the team that's actually going to take you forward to winning a World Cup, was really special for me. So I don't think any words can actually describe how I was feeling. But yes, it's another accolade for me, and it's my career best. So I'll take it any day.
You're also up as a nominee for the monthly ICC Cricketers of the Month. I know the winner's going to be announced on Monday. So all of these milestones are starting to rack up for you. I'm hoping this kind of translates into some big sponsor deals, big brand deals coming your way, because you, as you said, a legend, but I would say a global icon at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think now it's actually not time for me to sit back and actually say, you know what, this is actually what I need and what I want. And I mean, it's not that I'm not doing well. I firmly believe that I'm really doing well in my cricket now, and I'm just peaking. I mean, at the age of 32, to not have certain things, I feel that the way I'm playing my cricket now, it actually speaks for itself. And I'm just hoping with all this accolades that I've been through now, the career base, making history, hopefully a lot more sponsors can pour in for me to be really appreciated, obviously.
Well, it's so nice to finally catch up with you after our interview in India, which I will never forget, in Surat, and that was in September 2019. I'm looking now, Feb 2021, and I think an incredible 2 years lie ahead for you. We'll look back, and I hope I'm going to see more history-making moments from Shabnim Ismail.
No, 100%. I mean, at the age of 32, to still be making history. I mean, I feel like I'm just peaking in my career now. I always say age is nothing but a number. It's all about you and how you portray yourself.
Well, thank you for making us proud, for flying the South African flag. Shabnim Ismail chatting to us in this GSPORT Global interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.